Welcome back. Taking a live look inside the House chambers in Washington, D.C., where Minority Leader Representative Hakeem Jeffries is talking right now on the House floor. He started talking about 4:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Right now, the House majority attempting to pass President Donald Trump's agenda bill. Overnight, the House GOP narrowly cleared a key procedural vote. This does come after the Senate sent the bill back to the House with some significant changes. And again, you can see right now, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is using what's called his magic minute to voice his opposition to the bill. And Congressman Ami Bera is there in Washington, D.C. He just stepped out of the chambers for a moment to give us a firsthand account of what's happening. So, Congressman, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on. It's been a long night.
Yeah, I know it has. You guys started yesterday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Explain, first of all, though, the purpose of this magic minute.
So this magic minute, the leader of the Democratic Party can hold the floor as long as he wants to hold it. Most of us, when we're speaking, get 1 minute, sometimes 5 minutes, but the leadership gets as much time as they desire. So he's been going on now for at least 5-6 hours.
Is there any indication of when he may end his remarks?
Yeah, we're all guessing. They haven't given us a heads up. I think he's now going through a second binder. So, he's sharing stories about what's happening to Americans, why they need Medicaid, why they need SNAP benefits, et cetera. So I think he's doing a good job.
And we do know that the longest minute was held by Nancy Pelosi, and that was, I think, 9 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Describe the atmosphere, though, in the House between the parties. Is it tense right now?
Yeah, it is a little bit tense. What I think is sinking in with a lot of us is just the big differences between how we see things as Democrats and, what potentially will happen if this Trump beautiful bill passes. We've worked over decades to get health care benefits to folks, to address the cost of care, to make sure working families, middle-class families, have a safety net. And this is going to dismantle a lot of that. And I think that's what's shocking a lot of us.
Now, we know that there has already been one vote, and in that vote, this bill has passed. What actually happens, though, when Representative Jeffries concludes his remarks? What's the next step?
Yeah, so there was a vote that was held open most of last night, and that was a rule vote. What that does is it actually sets up the bill that came over from the Senate to come to the floor. So as soon as Hakeem Jeffries finishes, I would expect Speaker Johnson to get on the floor and speak as long as he'd like. I don't suspect that he'll speak for a super long time. And then the bill will come up for a vote, and we'll see if the Republicans have the votes to pass. And
if it does pass, what's the next step? Does it automatically then go to the president's desk, or does it go then back to the Senate?
No, if it does pass this, so what we'll be taking up is the bill that came over from the Senate. If the House Republicans pass that bill, and again, I expect all Democrats to vote against it, it can go immediately to the president's desk, and President Trump has said he wants to sign it on the 4th of July.
All right, Congressman Bera, thank you so much for joining us this morning and to really give us some perspective and answer questions about what's happening there. We'll continue to check back in with you and your team this morning and throughout the day so we can make sure our viewers are informed on what's happening there in Washington. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you. Be well.